Welcome to this edition of SAU Magazine, a weekly program featuring news, profiles, sports, commentary, interviews, and special events, all coming to you from the campus of Southern Arkansas University in Magnolia.
This is a Southern Arkansas University News Brief. I'm Leah Steelman.
And I'm Viola Freeman.
Prayer, hope, renewal. An SAU memorial service echoed these sentiments in the wake of the terrorist bombings on New York City and Washington, D.C. The ceremony was in honor of a National Day of Remembrance. Many SAU classes had been canceled or cut short on September 11th, the day of the attacks. The SAU community followed events by television and the internet.
Enrollment at Southern Arkansas University has exceeded 3,000 for the second consecutive year. SAU has a total of 3,063 students attending classes. Both the on-campus and total enrollment are the highest in the history of SAU. The sophomore class had the largest increase. We're happy that enrollment is up, said SAU President Louis Blanchard. I think the recruiting and the Office of Admissions have done a tremendous job over the past few years. I think that enrollment will continue to increase.
Over the past week, SAU students and faculty have experienced problems with email services, a mass mailing worm, and voicemail. Both students and faculty have experienced difficulties sending and receiving messages, making it difficult for students to receive and complete assignments. An email message with the subject line of Peace Between America and Islam will send itself to everyone in your address book if opened.
Family Care Fair 2001 is scheduled for Saturday, October 6th at Watson Gymnasium. The Columbia County Health Unit will provide routine immunizations and health screens. Cholesterol screens will be provided by Magnolia Hospital. Activities for kids include face painting, a fire safety house, hat making, and bingo. There will be drawings for bicycles and tricycles. The Family Care Fair is sponsored by the SAU Health, Kinesiology, and Recreation Department.
Southern Arkansas University was recently hit by the W32 NIMDA virus, which attacks Internet information servers. At the time, none of the virus protection programs had definition of the virus. Consequently, the virus spread to the two servers on campus. Computer Services says the patch has been secured and infested files have been deleted. The email and network problems were not related to the W32 NIMDA virus.
The Data Management Committee is scheduled to hold a meeting this week. The purpose of the committee is to streamline data collection and distribution around campus and to be sure that faculty, staff, and students are not overwhelmed by a variety of surveys asking identical questions. SAU committees and departments are participating in the next round of surveys. This has been a Southern Arkansas University News Brief. I'm Viola Freeman.
And I'm Leah Steelman.
With an SAU Profile, I'm Shannon Watson.
And I'm Tasha Hicks.
This week's profile focuses on one of the most unique and entertaining classes on campus, Encore.
It is a public relations group of students from SAU with ties to the Theater and Mass Communication Department.
Encore specializes in entertaining at SAU functions, such as the Freshman Steak Dinner and the annual Spring Fling, as well as visiting local high schools from El Dorado to Texarkana.
The class is led by Miss Judy Vassar, who has seen the group start at 15 people in 1981 to 50 students today.
Encore performs dances and songs, from today's hits to yesterday's classics.
Students do not have to be theater majors to join Encore.
The group will be involved in numerous musical activities during the fall semester.
Encore, an enjoyable way to entertain and earn credit as well. With an SAU Profile, I'm Tasha Hicks.
And I'm Shannon Watson.
SAU Sports. I'm Julie Hillidge.
And I'm Liz Mattern.
This weekend, SAU will host the University of West Alabama. After last week's 10-3 victory over Ouachita Baptist University, first-year coach Steve Quinn hopes to see some action from his defensive line. Noted are safeties Jordan Babineau and Brian Davis, linebacker Keenan Washington, and tackles Chad James and Tyrone Curtis. Saturday's game at Wilkins Stadium signals the end of Family Day activities.
This past weekend, the Mule Rider football team squared off against the Ouachita Baptist University Tigers. The game proved to be a defensive struggle, so much so that at halftime the score was just 3-0. In the second half, the lone touchdown of the game was scored on a 13-play, 64-yard drive capped off by a 1-yard run by SAU quarterback Ted Williams. The game featured many turnovers, but in the end, SAU emerged victorious 10-3.
The Riderette volleyball team isn't taking any hits this week, as they defeated the Ouachita Baptist Lady Tigers with scores of 30-27, 30-22, and 30-18. This is the Riderettes' first win of the conference season. Brooke Bowling had 11 kills to lead the Riderettes, and she was aided with 6 service aces by Holland Hall and 27 assists by Meredith Meyer. Thursday, the Riderettes traveled to Russellville to compete against GSC West Division champion Arkansas Tech.
Shauna Laurendine, the new head volleyball coach, has a mission to restore the Riderettes as a competitive force in the Gulf South Conference. Laurendine will inherit 4 returning starters, seniors Meredith Meyer and Brooke Bowling, junior Holland Hall, and sophomore Brooke Barnett. Laurendine will attempt to revive a once-strong Riderette program that has slumped in recent years. SAU Sports, I'm Liz Mattern.
And I'm Julie Hillidge. With commentary, I'm DeAnna Young.
And I'm Jennifer Hubbard.
In the past few years, Southern Arkansas University has tried to advance technology by increasing computer use both in and out of the classroom.
Faculty and students have been encouraged to use the internet through such services as Campus Pipeline and Prometheus.
Both are useful tools for accessing supplementary information about classes and campus activities.
However, since the beginning of the fall semester, access to such services has been limited.
Due to continued problems with the internet and the computer lab, students and faculty have not been able to get their jobs done in an effective and timely manner.
Students who require email to turn in assignments have been out of luck.
Not only has the internet been a problem, but also logging into the computer system.
As much as we pay in technology fees, students should not be inconvenienced with such problems. With commentary, I'm Jennifer Hubbard.
And I'm DeAnna Young.
With an SAU Police Log, I'm Shelley Glover.
And I'm Elizabeth Ray.
On September 12th, Beth Augenstein reported that an unknown subject struck her vehicle while it was parked in the Harrod Hall parking lot.
Billy Brummett Jr. and Kristen Keller reported a motor vehicle accident in the Bruce Center parking lot on September 19th.
On September 21st, Ms. Jennifer Harrington reported her vehicle had been vandalized on September 10th.
Mary Iverson reported the theft of several tables from the Upward Bound office. Descriptions of the subjects seen carrying the tables were provided, and the case is under investigation.
On September 21st, a male student reported 2 male subjects at the Coke machine by Graham Annex attacked him at approximately 1:30 a.m. on September 13th. One subject may have possessed a small pointed instrument. The student sustained minor abrasions.
The first suspect is described as a short black male with twists in his hair, wearing an orange polo shirt and cut-off blue jean shorts. The second suspect is described as a tall black male with a shaved head, wearing a white t-shirt and blue jean shorts. The case is under investigation. Anyone with any information regarding this incident should contact the University Police Department.
Due to a number of recent robberies in Magnolia, the University Police Department suggests extra safety measures for a greater protection. One precaution is to never walk alone after dark. If needed, call UPD for an escort. Another suggestion is to park your vehicle in a well-lit area. Walk only on sidewalks and in well-lit areas. Never walk through a dark area.
If a suspicious person appears to be following you, either cross the street or change directions. Go to the nearest public area and call UPD. These tips will make one a less inviting target for a criminal and possibly save your life or your valuables. UPD can be reached 24 hours a day at 235-4100. With an SAU Police Log, I'm Elizabeth Ray.
And I'm Shelley Glover.
I'm Matt Gatlin.
And I'm Dallas Short.
With job information from the SAU Employment Resource Center. Representatives from the Murphy Oil Corporation will be holding campus interviews on Thursday, November 8th for accounting majors. A resume and transcript must be submitted at the interview. Students interested in signing up for interviews should contact the Employment Resource Center, Nelson 211, or call 870-234-4097.
Columbia County Ambulance Service is taking applications for dispatchers. Applicants must be able to work under stress, have good communication skills, and be dependable.
The job requires 14-hour shifts from 5 p.m. until 7 a.m., with a minimum of 2 shifts per week. To apply, call Doris Warren at 870-234-8654 or visit 218 South Pine in Magnolia. I'm Dallas Short.
And I'm Matt Gatlin.
With job information from the SAU Employment Resource Center.
With this week's entertainment news, I'm Aletta Marx.
And I'm Bill Callaway.
The theater department will open its season with a presentation of No Exit. The play will run Tuesday, October 2nd through Thursday, October 4th at 7:30 each night in Harton Theater. The play focuses on the struggles of 2 women and 1 man who are imprisoned together for an eternity in one hideous room in hell. Windows are bricked up, there are no mirrors. Electric lights can never be turned off, and there is no exit.
The Frontier in American Culture will be on display in the McGill Library beginning October 19th. It is a national traveling exhibition organized by the American Library Association. The exhibit examines opposing views of the frontier as expressed by Frederick Jackson Turner and Buffalo Bill Cody. Turner portrayed frontier settlement as being essentially peaceful, while Buffalo Bill depicted the American frontier as being shaped by bloody conflict. The third viewpoint, of Native Americans, is far removed from these perspectives.
The intramural department will be hosting 2 tennis tournaments. The first, on October 10th, will feature men's and women's doubles. The second tournament, on October 16th, will feature men's and women's singles. To sign up for these events, call or stop by the gym office, room 116. Each tournament will begin at 6:30 p.m. on the SAU tennis courts. Responses by email are encouraged.
Family Day will be held on the SAU campus this week. Events begin at noon with registration on the Bruce Center lawn. The annual bed race will begin at 1:30. The 12th annual Great Greek Canoe Race will be at 3 p.m. in the Duck Pond. The campus organization fair will begin at 4 on the Green Hall lawn. If you have any questions, contact the Office of Student Activities. And that's this week's entertainment news.
SAU broadcast journalism students produce informative television programs for viewers in Southwest Arkansas. The SAU Report features interviews with faculty, staff, students, and alumni. It is seen each week in Magnolia on TCA Cable Channel 13. Camden residents can see the SAU Report each morning on Cable Channel 16. Tens of thousands of cable television households in Southwest Arkansas watch the program on KTSS-TV Channel 55 in Hope. The SAU Report not only serves as a learning tool for broadcast journalism students, but serves to inform the region about institutional events and personalities. Some editions of SAU Magazine feature audio segments from these television programs. Be sure and watch the SAU Report on your local cable television service. Informative viewing, provocative subject matter. The SAU Report.
With this week's SAU calendar, I'm Tabitha Taylor.
And I'm Daniel Nickerson.
On Monday, the SGA Traffic Appeals Court will be held at 4 p.m. Chi Alpha Praise and Worship is at 7 p.m. An IGC meeting is also at 7 p.m. And BCM, Freshman Family Groups, meet at 8 p.m.
Tuesday, the RHA will be holding a meeting at 6 p.m. and the volleyball team has an away game scheduled at 7 p.m.
Wednesday is the last day for 20% tuition refund.
Thursday, the ABS Blast will be held at 6 p.m. and at 7:30 is the MBSF Prayer and Praise meeting.
Friday is Student Pay Day and room and board payment due for students who live on campus.
Saturday is Family Day. The RHA will be having its 21st annual bed race on campus. The IGC will be having its 12th annual Great Greek Canoe Race. And that's this week's SAU calendar.
SAU Magazine is a production of broadcast journalism students in the Department of Theater and Mass Communication at Southern Arkansas University in Magnolia.